Earlier today, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer officially announced that he is indeed resigning. Keir is so disliked that people are saying his own party, Labour Party, is essentially throwing him out to try and salvage whatever they can with the people's discontent towards Keir and towards Labour. Here's a few examples of what people really dislike about this guy, from things as simple as saying that he just comes off like a very weak leader, to his horrible economic policies and his outright dangerous policies on immigration that have put his own citizens in extreme danger. People even dug up how, when Keir was younger, he was actively involved with far-left socialist groups. And of course, more recently, his push for the Online Safety Act and mandatory digital IDs, which is clearly a breach of privacy and a means of controlling the populace as well as the flow of information. But you're probably familiar with all that, so let's take a look at what Keir Starmer has to say. We've got two clips. The first one, a minute and 20 seconds long, where you could essentially say that everything he's saying here is actually the opposite of reality. And then a 30-second long clip will play after this one, where people are saying it looks like he's holding back tears.
We changed our party, ripping out the poison of anti-Semitism, restoring trust on the economy, defence and national security, and becoming a party that once again stood proudly with, not against, our national flag.
Like I said, this is all basically the opposite of reality, and the audacity he has to talk about standing by the national flag. Dude, him and his administration and their journalist buddies were saying that flying the Union Jack was a symbol of the far right, and that it was far-right extremism. And then every now and then, when the backlash was proliferating so much, he would occasionally make a tweet saying something like, "We actually support people using the Union Jack." And it was like, okay, you're saying that on Twitter, but your actual policies about this stuff and what your people are saying is a completely different story.
The hard work of change was with a singular purpose, not power for power's sake, but to change Britain for the better. To build a fairer country with dignity and respect, where everyone is seen, everyone is valued, wealth and opportunity for all.
Everyone is valued, wealth and opportunity for all. Yeah, okay, what he really means is if you're a violent migrant, come to the UK, tell the government that you're seeking asylum, that you're an asylum seeker. And after you lie about that, the government will put you up in a fancy hotel on taxpayer dollars. And then every 12 months or so, they'll say, hey, do you have a job? Oh, you don't? Here's some more money for you in the meantime. And excuse me, not taxpayer dollars in this context, it would be taxpayer pounds, but you get the point. Guy's got some nerve acting like he's been this great benefit to the citizens of the UK. Anyways, here's the last clip. Here's how he ended it.
And when I leave the biggest job in the country, I shall spend more time on the most important job, being the best husband I can to my fantastic wife, Vic, who has been a rock by my side through good times and bad, and being the best dad I can to my beautiful children, who are my pride and my joy. Thank you very much.
Starmer's resignation is projected to be fully wrapped up by around September, as the Labour Party is now scrambling to elect a new Prime Minister. And of course, Keir's departure is not going to magically fix everything. There's still a lot of issues people in the UK are certainly going to be facing. Nevertheless, Keir and Labour could not dodge the people's demands for a new Prime Minister any longer, and now here we are. All the best to the people of the UK, and thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one.